Okay, we're recording. So, my name's Jeremy Denif, and I'm going to shoot a documentary about selling my car, going carless. My plan is I'm going to get rid of my car and ride only my bike for at least 6 months. I'm not sure what exactly I'm doing. I am not a very avid cyclist. I do like to ride. I have a fixed gear. It's fun, but I'm not like a daily commute kind of guy. You know, I can count on one hand how many times I've ridden, you know, in the last 6 months, maybe two hands if I'm generous. I'm gonna start Monday. Today is Friday. I'm gonna start Monday my daily commute. It's going to be difficult, I think. I guess I'm doing this, so here we go. Well, it wasn't even the documentary idea that I started with. It's just the idea of commuting instead of driving, just selling my car and only riding my bike. The majority of my paycheck was going towards my car in the form of payment for the car loan I have and insurance. But now I'm heading over to the bike shop. I'm gonna talk to the guys, get a helmet, see what I need to get outfitted to do this thing.
I think that's a large.
Kind of got a big head. What's that? It feels a little size. It's supposed to be like.
Oh yeah, that's good.
I don't know anything about helmets. Like, is there like certain like impact ratings that are like better than?
They're all rated to the same safety standard, but unlike road helmets, these come back and protect this.
Okay, that's probably better than that.
Yeah, there's quite a few documented cases of people dying because catch the base of their
Wow, well I definitely want that thing. So.
frame. Yeah, that's why I moved towards more of a mountain bike helmet for commuting because I had a road one, but that only comes down to like here.
Okay, yeah.
And now mine comes all the way down here.
I talked to some coworkers about what I'm doing.
I think that this could hurt, like, when you do freelance videography stuff, right?
Bike trailer. What about a date? What do you do? Riding your bike? Handlebars?
Well,
Tandem? Now, can you ride on other people's cars?
yeah.
Okay. So you only date chicks that have cars?
I'm not delusional. Too much like backwards.
I think, on a couple of reasons, it's insane to sell your car. Since I've known you, I rode to the airport with you in a 200,000 plus mile Saturn that was falling apart as we were driving to the airport, and then a big achievement in your life was getting hired full time and then getting your car.
Yeah, well, part of the story is you re-leveraging all that money that you're saving for other purposes. And you have to sell the car, because otherwise you're still incurring that expense.
Like, you're making car payments
Yeah.
still?
Yeah.
And by selling it, you wouldn't have car payments anymore.
And it's not that I can't afford the car. It's just that like I want to use all my family things.
You get rid of that car, you're trading away so much.
Yeah, I think so too. But
Well, you don't even have like the shorts there. You need to get those, man. The padded shorts.
I got nothing, man. I just got my jeans.
Dude, you gotta get the padded shorts. It's a whole new world.
Yeah, I just don't know if I want to commit to that yet.
Your balls are gonna want you to commit to that like ASAP.
You need to. It seems like it's happening kind of fast. Like everything's kind of coming together faster than I thought, and I'm gonna be, I think, putting my car on up for sale this weekend. I'm already starting to feel a little bit worried about what I'm getting into, just because not just, I mean, I am thinking about the daily commute and how it's gonna be tough, but I'm also starting to think about just a lot of other things. Like my friend over at Cycles Unlimited, my friend Ashley, he said that he would, you know, give me some gear to support me because he loves the idea. But you know, it's like people are like coming behind this idea and looking forward to a cool documentary, and I don't, I've never really made a documentary before, so should be fun. Hey Ashley, what's up, man? How's it going?
What's happening?
Doing alright, man? I thought I'd bring in the old bike, man. This is the this is the setup right now. So Like I said, I got this like I think 2 or 3 years ago. It's a little old. Handlebars the other day kind of like slipped a bit. Yeah. I don't know if it's just because these are getting old up here or what. But
Yeah, just
brake still works, you know. It's all good.
that clamp setup. You get it all cheap and there. You got a big gap here.
Yeah.
So
Oh, you mean I didn't tighten them like in the right?
yeah, they got
Okay.
equal tension.
I guess that makes sense.
And you're gonna learn that stuff.
Well, yeah, I told you, man. Like, I told you what I'm doing, like the 6-month deal.
Oh yeah.
And I don't really have
This
much
stuff will
experience.
be important.
So it's possible for someone who's not entirely in shape to do this kind
No, totally, and just ease into it and don't overdo it and pay attention. And it's absolutely. I've seen a lot of good success with some people that have had a major life-changing experience by riding their bike. You want to have the right gear, so have a bag that's functional and tight and secure. Having a light system on your bike is extremely important.
This is my setup right here. Let me show you. This is my bag, my commute bag right here. Got a helmet going. And this handlebar, I don't know what the deal is, but sometimes if I'm riding for a long time, I'll get like
Hand
my
numbers.
handlebars. Yeah, they do a little sore and stuff.
What about saddle comfort?
Saddle's comfy, man. I like
Yeah.
the saddle.
No waterproofing on your bag, so you need a real bag.
I got a shower near my work that I'm going to be using, so I can haul like my work clothes.
Yep.
But I'm in work clothes, gym clothes. Like I don't know what all I can haul. So something like this.
It's waterproof.
Right on. Okay.
And then it's this thing that scares me about that backpack that you have
Yeah.
is it's not the highest quality.
Yeah.
So we hear it quite a bit. A strap will break. So you're pedaling and
alright.
that strap will break.
Well,
and
dude, I
generally
gotta carry
it's on
my
one
laptop
shoulder.
in it, and so I don't want anything
Yeah.
like. Okay.
You need something bomb proof.
I mean, like 6 months though. Like if I'm using this every day, this will be fine.
This can work a lot better than what you have now. Plus, it has all your, I think the sleeves actually for a
Okay,
laptop.
perfect, yeah.
And then you can tie it down, strap it down,
Okay,
put
cool.
your quick to get things. And then it's still plenty big, but it's super lightweight. People that are doing this for a living, like, I mean, it's a messenger bag, so that can.
That's like what they do
bicycle
up in
messenger.
New York, right?
Exactly.
Oh, you got this strap
So
too.
then that's going to control your load. And then you're going to figure out how to make it so it's comfortable. The thing that you got to start worrying about is making sure you're set up and comfortable before you start
Feels
the
kind
day.
of good. Yeah.
What's your light situation? You just have that one little flash.
Yeah, I've got like a little guy. It's like, and it flashes or does like a full-on stream,
Right.
the light depending. But I mean, I have a reflector in the back.
Yeah.
You know, just the red thing.
Yeah.
Do you think that's gonna be fine? or-
I think we should take it a step further. And
Okay. Now, is that a law in Missouri to have those, to have reflectors and lights and stuff?
You're supposed to have reflector, white in the front, red in the rear,
Yeah.
at night.
Okay.
So this is 200 lumens, USB chargeable.
So that'll keep me safe on the road. I mean,
That's
people see me, so.
Yeah, you'll probably actually have cars write you thinking that
Oh,
you're.
okay.
thinking
Oh, really?
that you
Wow,
need to turn
that
it
bright.
down a little bit.
Awesome. That's good though. That's reassuring, man. Because I have been thinking a lot about just trying. I rode the route that I'm going to take to work and back. I rode it the other day, and it's like there's just so many cars flying by all the time because it's busy roads.
How long
So-
does it take you?
It took me about 30 minutes to get to work and about 30 minutes to get back. It was more in the 40 range because I took a little bit longer way.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of I want to experiment, like find the best route.
What's your
safest
time
route.
of day? What time of day are you?
I work at 8 in the morning,
Oh, so
every
you're
morning.
in rush hour.
And so, yeah, definitely. And then I get up at 5. So it's the 8 to 5 job.
Yeah.
I'm that guy. And so it's kind of, that's what makes it a little bit difficult, but all the traffic and stuff.
Right. How bright is your rear?
It's just a red reflecting thing. It's not
Oh,
actually,
it's not even a light?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you got something a little better?
Yeah, I'm going to go turn.
Okay. Is it just like, do those reflectors on most bikes not really reflect much, or? Well, that's bright. Well, yeah. That'll blind
So
you.
you have a whole bunch of
Okay.
options.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't be bright enough with flashers. I mean, I'm even riding this in the daytime now
Oh,
on
really?
my bikes. And,
Just to-
I mean,
kinda like
you should
motorcycles
too.
do with,
exactly,
like,
exactly.
okay.
Keep your light on, and it makes people conscious.
Okay,
They
yeah.
know, okay, there's somebody that's
There's
riding
somebody
by.
there, yeah. That
That's
makes
what we're
sense.
gonna do.
That's good advice. I think I've changed one bike tire before.
Yeah.
And so that's going to be a whole new world for me.
generally you're going to prevent, I don't know, 90% of your flats. You just air your tires up before you go ride.
Yeah. Okay.
So check them
That's
every
good
day.
to know.
Check them every day. Well, like you'd never start riding when your tires feels like that.
I mean, it's pretty full, dude. Right?
Can you feel that? So you never.
Is it too empty? Or
Yeah,
what?
it's pretty low.
Is it the same with this one, or?
Yeah, they're about the same. So you need to know how to have them set up before you take off.
Yeah.
That's
Okay, so if I can squeeze it like that at all, then it's no good.
pretty bad. Pretty.
Okay.
It's gonna make you flat a lot more.
Oh, really?
Because you're gonna get what's called the pinch flat. So when you get your weight on here,
Yeah.
boom, it's gonna displace the tire. It's gonna blow out the sides.
Oh, no
Some
way.
people call it a snake bite. This is a snake bite machine right here, since
Oh,
it needs
no.
more air.
Okay.
Definitely always check your tire pressure, because I was getting really frustrated with my ride like 3 or 4 months after I got my bike and being like, this is so much work, like, it feels like it's so much harder to ride this. And then I brought it in and I was like, when should I get my tires pumped up? And they were like, about 2.5 months ago. Like, and as soon as my tires got filled up, my ride was like so much smoother and easier. So that made a huge difference. I've been carless for about 3 years now. My 93 Dodge Spirit died, and I just didn't want to take out a loan or anything to get a new car, and so I just decided that I'm gonna just hoof it for a while. I don't pay insurance regularly. That's like at least $50 a month, probably, maybe a little bit less. I mean, I have a good driving record, so my insurance wasn't high when I did have it, but still, that's, you're talking like $50 a month plus maybe a $300 a month car payment. It just depends on how new your car is or whatever. But even if it's just the insurance, that still adds up pretty quickly, I think. One of the really good things about being here is there are a lot of, even though maybe the transit system isn't as big as like a larger city, there are a lot of bike shops and a lot of people that know a lot about it. And there does seem to be a pretty large community of people that already get around almost exclusively by biking, or at least they do a lot of biking. You do kind of have to pay attention, because sometimes people can be a little distracted when they're driving here. I notice sometimes, like, I've almost gotten hit a couple times, but I mean, that just goes with being a safe rider. I mean, I just always assume that someone's gonna hit me, and if you do that, then you're always watching for someone to hit you. Like, if you're not just like blowing through intersections and doing that kind of thing, then you'll probably be fine. I think that it's just like a kind of jump in and do it thing, and then you kind of like, you figure out what's right for you and what works for you.
Definitely, you're gonna need some chain work. This is pitiful. Your
What?
chain is just dry. It probably
I guess
hasn't
it's a
ever
little
had
rusty.
lube.
I have some lube somewhere.
Okay,
man. Like,
we're
it's
gonna
in the
learn
garage
how
or
to
something.
use it.
Oh my gosh.
Your
Okay,
bike will like
that's fair.
that.
That's fair.
Um,
Can these like break or something if I'm not lubing
Well,
them, or what?
yeah, and it just
I thought that
doesn't-
was just like if it's smooth, it's smooth, right? Like-
Well, yeah, but it'll be a whole. If you think this is smooth with a little bit of lube and a little bit of maintenance and a little bit of love, it's gonna
Hey, I
be
love
a
my
lot
bag, dude.
smoother.
Alright, come
Well,
on.
start
I know it
showing
doesn't
it.
quite look like that, but okay. Yeah, does it look? I mean, does the bike look all right otherwise?
Yeah, I think you're gonna be. I mean, it's gonna have to do right now, don't you?
Well, yeah,
reckon?
yeah. I mean, yeah.
Your first thing is obviously getting your routes figured out
Okay.
to get to point A to point B.
Okay.
If you go to Ozark Greenways, I mean, they have a good mapping system on their
Okay.
website, and that's going to sort of give you, maybe you're going to have access points that you can use those. So
Yeah.
anytime you're near them, I would recommend using those
Okay.
parts of the trail,
Pretty
just
good.
because they're a little bit safer and
Yeah.
void of traffic, but you're going to find that they're broken up in several places. And it's going
Really?
to be up to you to figure out how to.
Does that make it kind of difficult to get on?
Makes it a little bit difficult, yeah.
Because I think I have an entry onto that trail near my house, but it's like the opposite direction of my work.
Uh-huh.
So if I wanted to use that, it just doesn't seem practical.
It may not. You might find that sometimes it will, so that's going to be
Okay.
it's going to be a challenge. Sometimes it's worth going a little bit out of your way
Okay.
to stay out of, tricky sections on just the roadway.
Ozark Greenways is a nonprofit organization made up of citizens in Springfield. We started about 23 years ago working on a comprehensive plan for greenway trails all around Springfield. And the last few years we've expanded our mission to help the city of Springfield promote its on-street bike route system that's growing Greenways are typically paved urban trails, although we have a couple that go out more into the country. But they allow access for biking, walking, running, alternative transportation routes to school. We've been lucky in that we're gaining so many facilities that it's hard to keep a map updated. And also, the city of Springfield has increased the on-street bike routes so much that we're working with a company to develop a new map, like a multimodal map, which will show the trails, the on-street bike routes, the bus routes, all the alternative transportation routes.
Personally, I still think they're missing out on a big section south of James River Freeway. We're kind of isolated out here as far as getting a true method to get from by a bicycle to get to whether a kid has to go to school or for, people to use it to commute to work. If you live on the south side of Fremont or south side of James River Freeway, it's tricky, very tricky. I think it's working. They're working towards it, but there needs to be a little more push to create the whole community and to access points and safe access points.
There are parts of town that weren't necessarily planned with cyclists in mind, so the city is kind of having to retrofit a lot of that, but they have a whole plan in place. They've been looking at the bikeable areas versus non-bikeable areas, and it's just like with anything, as the facilities grow, the users grow, the momentum grows, so they kind of have to increase hand in hand. And I'm sure that as we become even more bike friendly, that is going to just take place in all parts of Springfield.
I mean, should I expect to hate it for a bit, or I mean, I'm a little nervous about
I'd try to be as optimistic as possible.
Okay.
Your background isn't just littered with cycling, and so at least you won't be burned out. I don't know. It'll definitely have its highs and lows, and you got to use your brain. I mean, like the lightning and stuff. You definitely want to stay out of the lightning, and the city bus now has the racks on it, so get a bus schedule, and on those days,
there's lightning and stuff.
If it's just too gnarly, and this is stuff that you are gonna have to pay attention to. This one's stripped out.
Oh shoot!
Yeah.
I mean, can I roll with 3? Is that alright?
No. See all that? That's your threads.
No way.
That's the other one.
Yeah, no wonder it was freaking loose. I just figured the tighter I got it, the better, man. Yeah. I told you I have stuff to learn, man. If I'm gonna make the 6 minutes, come on.
You need something quality done on what you're doing. If it's even halfway close to being attainable,
Yeah.
So we're gonna change this soon.
I mean, do we really have to, you think? Or?
Yeah, you do.
Is there a way that I can jimmy with this and ride it for like a week? I mean, I know it's not safe, and I'm not like.
It's a dumb fucking move. I wouldn't do it. Let's choose the best one.
Cool.
Look at that.
Looks good to me, man.
This will raise you up a little bit too.
Will that help my wrist, you think, and stuff? Because I always have a little bit of pain.
Yeah. It is 1 inch in made. It sure does look small. That's goofy, bye. All right, let's see you outside.
All right, cool. So I'm just going over some of the stuff we shot yesterday. Some of this footage too, man, it's like blurry and it's kind of disappointing. The 5D footage, it's like, hopefully we got enough content. I'm just kind of nervous because I'm just trying to build a storyline here, and it's a little bit hard when I don't know what I'm doing. And the footage that I'm getting is not the best footage, Just got the car done. I ended up putting some new headlights in it, fixed this back brake light cover, did some paint on it, just try and touch it up so it's in decent shape for the next guy, whoever's gonna buy it. Tomorrow's gonna be the day I'm gonna put it on Craigslist, and we'll see if anybody wants to buy it. Guys, I just wanted to give you a chance to see the car, a little walk around. Sorry, it's a rainy day, so it's got rain all over it and stuff, but I've had this for almost a year exactly. Selling it because I just want to go car free and just ride my bike. Engine, cold air intake, you can see all that. Try to keep it clean in here. Okay, cool. Well, that's the basics. So this is it, man. This is the final night before I start biking for 6 months. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm excited, but the balance of filming this while even doing it would be hard enough, but the fact that I'm filming it too, it's gonna be interesting. It's funny, like, I don't ever appreciate driving really that much sometimes, but today I was just like really appreciating it. Windows down, beautiful day, hand blowing in the wind, listening to music. It was nice. And that's all over. So I'm done with that. I'm gonna go 6 months without a car. Okay, it looks like we've got a temperature of 57 this morning, so that's a good thing to do, just check the weather every day, I guess.
You know, remain abreast of the forecast. I mean, you can get it on your phone these days, you can get it on the internet, you can get it on television, you can get it on the radio, so there's multiple ways. Find a spotters class. They hold them in every county in the Ozarks in the springtime. The National Weather Service conducts them. You go there, you get trained, you get a certificate. So, you know, and it's free. And so you go find out, you know, how to spot storms. I mean, you don't have to be a tornado chaser. You're obviously not going to do that on the bike, but you're going to know what to look for. You're going to know how to drive away at right angles to the storm to keep yourself safe. And you're going to, you know, stay abreast of the weather forecast so you'll know what conditions create thunderstorms and tornadoes. And, you know, try to schedule your cycling around that.
So it begins. I can totally smell super glue. This camera blocks my my view quite efficiently. Springfield's pretty good. I mean, it's flat in most places, but there's like these long hills every now and again. It seems like all the long hills in Springfield are on my routes, but that's okay. This is one of the busier roads that I pretty much have to take. There's almost no way to avoid it. I mean, there is a way, but it's a little longer route. And I gotta ride mainly close to the road just because there's a lot of debris. The cars are always pitching gravel to the side, so the main roads are clean, but there's nothing to clean the side roads, or side of the road. So it's kind of sketchy feeling, but you just roll with it. I'm taking the route that I normally take to work in the mornings with my car, just to see what the difference is. One thing that would be awesome, and maybe I'll bring up during the 6 months to the city government, is just you know, getting a sweeper out here. There's plenty of space for me to ride, but man, there's just sharp objects, pieces of wood, pieces of plastic, rocks.
I definitely think that that'd make a difference too, just because then that, you know, if there's trash on the road, it keeps you from going straight. You have to swerve around it, and you know, that kind of thing, and that can cause a crash or something. This one's me in the hospital when like the first day being there. This car hit me from behind, and it was like 1 a.m, so the roads were empty and we all had bike lights. We weren't, you know, doing anything crazy, but this car hit me from behind and just knocked me off. I ended up breaking my C6 in my cervical, and then 3 fractures down my lumbar and 3 down my thoracic vertebrae. I feel like if I would have been on a bike lane, then this wouldn't have happened to me. Drivers don't even know how to handle bikers. A lot of times I'm biking and a car will just go really slowly behind me because they're afraid to go around, and I've created a space so that they're able to go around, but they just don't know what to do. Or cars are just brutal, like they're mean to bikers and they yell things at us, or they go really fast and zoom around, and it's kind of scary. So I think having, if the city develops a system where it's more biker friendly, then cars also expect there to be bikers.
The city of Springfield does have a bicycle plan. We are in the process of updating the bicycle plan right now. We are more than happy to hear comments as to what facilities ought to be in it and to consider that. Sometimes staff might have a different consideration, a different way of viewing things than what an individual would. But we're certainly willing to consider everything. We will continue to mark several miles of new streets every year. So while you might say that right now why are only 20 miles of streets that have markings on them? Well, next year, hopefully there's going to be 30 miles, and the year after that 40, and the year after that 50. So we're gradually getting there. It just doesn't happen overnight.
And there are a lot of people involved too. We have a public committee that anybody can serve on called the START team, and they meet monthly. Anyone's welcome to join it. It's made up of city leaders, citizen advocates, and we work from a plan. We're working tightly with the city. For the first time ever, MoDOT is including bicycling transportation routes in its overall transportation plan. So it's a big step.
This is Chestnut, one of the busiest roads in Springfield, especially in the morning and afternoon, evening. There's no bike lanes here. I think further down right now, right towards downtown there is, but right now it's just me and the open road. I'm about halfway to work. I just realized I forgot an undershirt. Oh well, it's gonna be sweaty Betty today. I feel way more comfortable than previous rides because the guys at the shop, they adjusted my seat and handlebars and stuff, my tire pressure. Again, I've got space, which is great. It's just dicey because of the junk in the road. I'm kind of getting a second try at that cereal. Yeah, I could skip that for sure. This is like the best part of my ride. I got a smooth road, not a lot of traffic, bike lanes. It'd be great if they put bike lanes where there was traffic. All right, pulling in. There's a hospital here and they have a gym. And this is like a block and a half away from where I work. So this was the kind of the no-brainer location for where my daily shower would be. Just made it into the office. First one here today. That's always nice. That's an important thing to me, is like, since I'm riding my bike, like, I don't want to be late, just because I think that would sort of be, not by most of my coworkers, but for some people they might see that as kind of oh, you shouldn't be riding because you're late. I did kind of realize, I'm gonna have to work on the cool down next time because I'm still kind of hot and sweating a little bit, a little back sweat. Part of that's because I forgot my shirt, my undershirt. That was like the one thing that I forgot. But otherwise, first day in was pretty good. Yeah, about almost 8 miles. Highest speed was 30 miles per hour. It's pretty fast. We'll see how after work goes. Yeah. I pretty much record like as much as possible because I don't know what I'll end up using or not using.
Yeah, and you don't know what's gonna pop up.
Yeah, exactly.
What if like start raining and that's so cool?
Right, exactly. I want to be able to catch it all. Like right now, catching sane, driving ready. I'm gonna go bike ride. Got some traffic, baby. It's so windy. Oh,
I forget what they're called.
Mormons, right?
Yeah,
They're the ones on the bikes
something like
usually, right? I just started, and I'm commuting like 14 miles round trip for work.
That's a lot.
What do you got?
Kind of strange here. I lived in St. Louis for quite a few years.
Yeah.
There, I did it. I'd take a couple of years. Primarily, really, to save money.
Yeah.
And so I did it there for a couple of years at a time.
That's my motivation too.
Yeah. I mean, you just don't have insurance and car note and all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have to watch it. My advice would be, if there's any, I try to stay off as best I can. I don't like riding on main roads.
Okay.
Much if I can.
Yeah, I just came down Glenstone. That was pretty intense.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Because primarily, really, you don't know what people are gonna. I trust my bike riding.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not it. It's just people drink. It doesn't take a lot.
Okay, yeah.
On a bike, if you get clipped, it's not happening.
That's it.
But
Do you ride with a helmet or no?
No.
Okay.
That's probably a bad example. But, I don't, not really opposed to it. I just never have.
Yeah.
Really. I probably should invest in one, but
It's going to be an interesting learning experience for me. But it was Dave, right?
yeah.
I appreciated talking to you, man.
Sure.
Hey, first time shopping on just the bike. Went to the mall for some shoes. So what I did is I put the shoes on, put the old shoes in the bag, and I'm gonna toss the box. I guess it's just figuring out like how to make this stuff work, you know? Thinking about like how much I can carry at a time. I may need a rack eventually because that would probably help me, but for now, that's what's going on. I'm gonna learn to love this. I'm gonna learn to love it. It's only 179 more days. That's not a lot. It's only 6 months, you know, it's not even a year. My butt hurts. Feet are hurting. Last big hill coming up, baby. So close. Yes, made it. Hey, buddy. Hey, dude. So, guys, I forgot the garage key. He just did too. 8185. 8185. Sweet. Thanks. He came in and was like ringing the door. I was like, why's everyone ringing the door today? Same thing. That's
Did you get some good footage of us?
I hope so.
I rode probably around 26 miles. It went well. It's fun riding. Kind of tiring. I'm already like getting super sore. And my ankle's kind of hurting too. Or the back of my heel kind of. Tomorrow's supposed to be like rainy and stuff, so we'll see if the novelty wears off quickly.
Alright, a little bit of rain, never stopped anybody, right? Got a waterproof bag, thankfully. My butt's getting wet already, like really bad. And I've had people mention fenders as being important, and I can feel why already. Hey! What up, guys? Hey, thank you. It's a little... Thanks, guys. You too. It's good to see friends while I'm riding. It's like encouraging, you know. I saw a couple friends yesterday, a couple friends today. But it's fun. Everybody's like excited about me trying this. It's a bummer with glasses because if you're getting hot and it's cold out, they fog up. If it's hot and you're sweating, they fog up. I need a pizza. Hopefully it'll fit in my bag. Day 2 down, only 178 left to go. I think I learned a few things today. One, it's actually kind of nice when it's freezing and wet because you can't feel your legs burn. 2, foggy glasses are bad. I couldn't even see at one point. 3, this bag is awesome. I'm glad the guys at the shop recommended a waterproof bag because otherwise I'd be screwed and I wouldn't have been able to get a pizza. So, I mean, that's pretty awesome. It looks like another beautiful spring morning here on May 3rd. I guess snow's better than rain, but the road is still wet though. That's a problem. Snow might have been a generous term. It's like sleeting. The branch. You know, this is a great way to wake up on a cold day. I was really sleepy today. Now I'm not. I'm wide awake. I've noticed already, these bike lanes still have slush on because there's not as much tire traffic. It's better on the busier road because there's more cars getting heat. I'm almost to my shower. It's gonna be so warm. Adam was getting some footage of me, and I got tired, so he's a good guy. Offered to give me a lift back. I'm practically there. I mean, I pretty much made it. Just like another 2 miles. So I'm going to do a shoot and I need a light for it and my camera and stuff. This would not fit in my messenger bag, so I'm gonna put it right there for the ride. See, I'll never know if it's just like the third day sucks in general, or if it's just like the weather. The fact that I'm going to a shoot. My legs are so tired. I took a nap after I got off work today, just to try and rest up for tonight. It's like this commuting is taking all my life. It's so foggy. Home stretch.
That will be the nearest outlet.
Okay, cool.
So.
Okay, yeah, I've only got one light to work with, so that should be fine.
Okay.
I'm just tired, that's all. I'm good.
All right.
It's pretty bad. It can be this hard, this early. Fuck. I just want to turn that camera off. This is so embarrassing. I don't know why. I'm just so emotional. It's just like, it's like I can't even think about what happened this week. It's just gone by so fast. I'm just tired. And this is just the start, you know? It's just... If I couldn't laugh whenever I was stressed or sad, I'd probably just die. I mean, it's so funny because I've got 177 days left and I'm already like this. Shit. Okay. Alright. All right, so I rode for 3 days straight, and I can like barely walk. So I'm actually, my buddy here's offered to pick me up and give me a ride, or else I'd probably be doing nothing this weekend. So, what's up, man?
Hello. It could be a documentary in itself.
Yeah.
An instructional documentary.
Except for the beat.
How to get a date without a car.
The problem is that you
Springfield.
would never be able to get a real date because like you'd always have your camera with you. And she's like, "What is that?" And so it's not like I can just roll up to a date and be like, "Hey, you care if I put this here? You want to send this release so I can have you in my documentary?" Took a couple days off, didn't go anywhere, and now I'm back. So let's do this. How's it going?
You cut over 2 lanes of traffic and you ran the red light.
I mean, I was signaling over. I thought I had space.
Well, even on a bicycle, you have to obey the traffic laws and signal.
I just started commuting instead of driving. What's the safer thing in that situation? Because I thought if I had my
signal, you had a big vehicle behind you. We didn't even see where you were.
Okay.
You're on a bicycle. You're not like beside the car. So because you signal, if I'm standing here signaling, and there's a big vehicle, they
Okay.
can't see.
Oh, that van was behind me?
Yeah.
Do you have your ID with you, man?
I do, yeah. Just turning on the engine, letting it warm up. I probably want to do this like every week or two just to make sure it's not getting cold. Sitting here, but there it is. It's been a while. Been a while since I don't remember that song, which is probably a good thing. Okay, it's warm now. Time to quit. So it's ride your bike to week work, or no, it's ride your bike to work week. Yeah. So I'm celebrating hard, partying all week, riding every day. And now I'm meeting a coworker and we're gonna ride. Yeah, what up? I'm glad you joined it, man. It's fun. Hey, it'd probably be easiest if we go to commercial. Oh, man. It's a lovely morning. Right here, bro.
Bike to Work Week is coming to an end in Springfield, except for one local filmmaker who's documenting his change from 4 wheels to 2. Nathan Vickers joins us now to tell us about the challenges of going to work on a bicycle. Good morning, Nathan.
Good morning, Shannon. It's a tough life for a casual rider who's just made a major switch. He's gone from a car to a fixed gear bike, and he has to ride all the way across town. He's taking a camera with him every step or pedal of the way. He's just 3 weeks into a 6-month project to give up his car for a bike. And Jeremy Deneve is already adjusting to the new schedule.
It's sort of kind of what the mood is, you know. When you're sleepy in the morning, it's sometimes hard to go pedal hard, but just when you have a deadline to be at work on time, you kind of have to.
With the help of a small GoPro camera mounted on his helmet, Denis is capturing nearly every moment of his daily 20-minute ride on a fixed gear.
You don't have to be in 100% shape to commute to work. It's possible. You can ride the bus halfway, you can bike halfway.
Denis doesn't consider himself a biking expert, but he's learning with the help of guys like Joseph Lusk.
There's so many ways that people ride. Some ride for fitness, some ride for recreation, some ride for utility and transport.
Lusk works for Cycles Unlimited. The bike shop is sponsoring Denis' film.
If you're going to be riding in the city, the first thing I tell people is act like a car, behave like a car so you're predictable. Stay off the sidewalk, take the lane.
Cycling can be beneficial and it's good for the environment, but in a city like Springfield, there are also some big challenges.
Motorists are pretty aggressive pretty frequently. If you're going south of Sunset, you are pretty much on your own. There aren't any good roads to take.
Denis hopes to show what it's like to bike through heavy traffic, but also to inspire.
I hope whoever sees even just the process, but especially the documentary, is encouraged to get out and ride on their bikes.
For his own benefit.
We'll enjoy the 6 months of riding.
And for the sake of documenting change.
I'm going to go into the shop to Cycles Unlimited. I'm kind of finding that the bag isn't always enough, just because I have a lot of gear sometimes for shooting video, or just have a lot of stuff I have to have for my day, So I'm gonna see if we can maybe look at a rack.
Look what I found. Hey buddy, it's a busy road. Alright, I don't know if you can make it. Why don't you head back this way? Not only are there health benefits to cycling, but you help save the world, one turtle at a time.
Right now, these are just too narrow, so you want these to be closer to same width as your scapula to scapula. So shoulder blade, shoulder blade.
Yeah.
You're all cramped.
I've been doing a lot of elbow pain, man. I've been having that lately.
It's from just fighting it. I'm gonna give you a little more length here too on the stem, and I'm gonna try something first and let you ride it for a little while, and then if we need to change it, it's gonna make you grow a little bit. Instead of being back here, it's gonna extend you out and just put you in a little bit more comfortable performance mode. It would be about. Doesn't look like a lot to you, but it's a bunch.
Okay. Yeah.
So your new rig is stiffer up here. It's bigger diameters, so you're gonna feel better on this bike, and when you turn, it's not gonna flex around as much. Look at your front wheel, Jesus, This is truing your wheel, so the main thing that I'm concerned about is just the side to side. So you have half the spokes going to this side, half the spokes going to this side. So it's just a matter of tensioning. So tightening and loosening in order to, if you want the wheel to go that way, you loosen this side spoke. If you want it to go that way, you loosen this side of the spoke, or you can tighten it and pull it one way, or tighten it and pull it the other way.
Is there an issue with that brake pad?
Yeah, it's called towing. The rear of the pad is hitting way before the front of the pad. We would actually like it just the opposite.
So towing and truing.
Towing
New terms to me.
and truing. Kind of like life. Gotta constantly tow it and true it. That's pretty good. That's pretty good tow. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? You don't even know what it is, and it looks good.
Great. Is my chain tension all right?
No.
What's wrong with it, man?
It's just really loose. So you look for the high, because this is rarely round, so it'll change tension. But
That's just a little much. I think you could almost come off of it with a little bit of flex in the frame. You could
the chain
pop
pop?
the chain off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It can be too tight or it can be too loose. I don't know. There's just a fine spot to make it just perfect. And everybody's got their opinion on how it should be,
Sure.
but my opinion is the only one that matters.
That's one I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see it doesn't have as much give now.
Yeah. Alright, this is the rack. I'm going to set it up on Jeremy's bike. Basically, there are 4 points of contact. So you go right where the dropouts are, there are braze-ons right there for it, and then another two are up top to stabilize the whole rack so you can actually carry a load. You could haul everything on your bag, but that takes a toll, especially if you're commuting longer distances. So if it's only a 4 or 5 mile commute, carrying 40 pounds of equipment isn't going to be that big of a deal. But if you're doing 8 to 12 miles a day with all of that equipment, that starts becoming a drag. And I'd rather just have it on my bike and have a heavier bike than be uncomfortable trying to commute with all of my gear. And the whole reason behind the Loctite is so it doesn't slowly unscrew from all the vibration or the expansion of the two different metals.
What do you think about like Springfield, like riding in Springfield? Is it pretty set up for that?
It's could be better. It's not the worst place to ride bikes in the world. But yeah, there could be a little more bike awareness.
Sure.
Or friendlier attitude to cyclists. Advice, usually I just try to figure out, help them find a bike that fits, because that's probably the most important thing. Because if you're going to be commuting, you want to be as comfortable as possible. If you're not comfortable, you're less likely to keep up with it, if that makes any sense. My main thing is to try to make sure I have the proper hydration. And if I'm doing like longer commutes or longer rides, I just want to make sure I have enough food to keep me going.
Yeah.
Springfield's on a plateau, kind of. It's fairly flat. There is some inclines and declines, but it's nothing crazy. Once you like leave town and head like southwest or east, it starts getting more hilly and whatnot.
Why do you ride fixed gear? Like, what's the benefit you see?
Main benefit is I can leave out in the rain and not worry too much about the components. I do try to overhaul like my fixed gear every year to make sure it will last me, but like you can be rougher with it without worrying about damaging or having to replace components.
You think it's kind of dumb to try and do 6 months straight, no car, just a fixed gear instead of like a road bike?
No, it's totally doable. It's not that difficult. Just because like the lack of hills around Springfield makes it really easy. And people in San Francisco, they commute on fixed gears too, and it's way hillier there.
It's crazy up there.
I just made sure it's level. I'm gonna make sure the rack stays level. Now you just need to tighten it up. Alright.
Cool, man.
And now you have extra storage space for all of your gear.
That's awesome. Thank you.
I'd actually recommend something like a U-lock.
Okay.
It's a little bit heavier compared to the chain lock, but a lot harder to cut through. If you don't ever expect leaving your bike out more than an hour or two, you can get away with something like this.
Okay.
I just wouldn't recommend using a cable lock for long periods, or if you're
It's not secure? Like,
yeah.
Okay. Okay, so this is probably the best bet, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Well, dude, thanks for all the tips and tricks and everything.
No problem.
I'll be back in to see you guys sometime soon. But until then, I'm going to bust my ass for a while on the road. leaving work a little late. A little bit nervous because it's a little stormy out. There's a flash flood warning actually coming up. I just received it on my phone. Also talk of tornadoes, so that could be interesting. And the thing that I'm most worried about is the fact that my cog has been slipping and couldn't come in at a better time because I have a storm to ride home in and I have a wedding to shoot tomorrow and I have to haul all my gear with this bike. Gonna head out and see if I can stay kind of dry or not. Really rainy. It's cold. It's really cold. It's so windy that it's just freezing. There's lightning. Shit. Okay, so there's rain, wind, and lightning. I heard tornado possibilities. I'm freezing. My cog is not working right. Basically, for all intents and purposes, I'm fucked. But here we go. It's not quite flat yet, but it's losing air. I can't ride on it. I was already feeling the metal, and this is gonna jack my wheel up. And frankly, my cog, my tube, I don't want to do that too. So I don't know. Guess I'm walking, flipping it. Tire. You think there's any way we can make this work? Okay, I'll meet you up there. Thanks. Thanks for stopping, man. Your backseat went down at all? Or? Okay. Yeah, I'm Jeremy, by the way. Nice to meet you. It's because I pulled over and I got like a, whenever I realized I got a flat, and I started thumbing this guy in the Walgreens, like in this truck, and he didn't even like say like no, he just like pretended I wasn't there. I was like, come on, dude. Like I've picked people up before. Like I understand. I understand.
Often, but you got a guy in a flash flood warning with a bike.
I appreciate it, man. I'm going 6 months without a car.
Okay.
I'm just kind of trying to figure out how to make that work, you know. And so
this is a perfect situation.
Yeah, this is like a bummer, but a good thing, I guess. Yeah. You know? The thing that's funny though is my bike. It was already kind of like messing up a little bit today, and then I got a flat, and so it's like one thing on top of another. So man, thanks again for this lift, man. I wouldn't have got here for like 2 hours.
I was about to say, this guy can't even back.
Yeah, I'm doing this thing, and it's just like it's a good project, but we got to go through the highs and lows. You know, it's like, thank you. I appreciate the ride.
No problem.
Proof that there's still good people out there in the world. Out of right hand. Thanks, man.
No problem.
A little bit of a tricky situation because my bike is pretty jacked. I got a flat tire and the cog is slipping. Luckily, my roommate who moved to Seattle left that bike here. So I'm gonna commandeer it. Thanks, Danny. Sorry. I'm just gonna do it. just the other day marked the 1 month, and by the other day I mean last night, marked the 1 month of biking and not using my car. Sometimes on the weekends I've been taking Sundays off and just trying not to go anywhere, just to give myself a little bit of a recoup. My cog is messed up. I still have to figure that out. I don't know, man. It's been good, but it's been cool because a lot of people. Okay, this is dumb. I feel like so stupid with these video logs. I need to take my tire in to get it fixed. So I strapped it on my back there. First time I've done that. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully, well. It's been 1 month. It's been good. Kind of like realize the importance of carrying a spare tube, you know, or a patch kit. I mean.
Pull the tire off.
Okay.
And then take your fingers like this, and you're just gonna flex the tire, and push, and searching. You're looking for something that's punctured.
Okay. Yeah.
You know,
because it might still be in there.
You never know.
Okay.
Yeah, glass, rocks, nails, all kinds of stuff could be in there. So if you see a slice that goes all the way through, you can take a $1 bill, fold it up, and just set it there.
Okay.
And then put the tube on top of it, and the $1 bill's super strong, and you can ride it through.
Sweet.
These are peel and stick.
Okay.
You don't have to have glue.
Oh, nice.
And it's 3 and tape, and it's bitchin'.
Okay. Because most of the time, like if you get a flat, you can just patch it up, right? Like you don't always
Most
have
of the
to
time. I mean,
replace the tube.
you just got to figure out where it is. You know, if it's a big cut. I mean, this is good for about an 1/8 inch, which rarely is an 1/8. Usually, most of your stuff's gonna be a puncture.
Yeah. Okay.
Knock on wood. Or, well, no, in your case, since you don't air your tires up too much.
I've been airing my tires up more.
Okay. But if you didn't air your tires up, it's
Yeah.
gonna blow out in 2 places. So then you may not be able to do a patch. But 90% you should be gold.
I was like obviously being careful
I'm glad
not
we
to.
didn't leave the brake off.
Yeah. Oh, me too. I mean, that's the thing. It's like if I would have taken that brake off, dude, I would have been screwed because I don't know how I would have stopped. Because every time I was trying to stop, it would slip, you know. I mean, you went a whole turn.
You should be good now.
So
I think it's fine.
Okay. You think you'll be alright?
Just ride.
Okay.
We'll just make a note to check it periodically.
For the tires, how often is a person usually going to be replacing a tire if they're like commuting every day? Not a worry.
I mean, it could be 5 minutes or it could be
okay. You just
2,000
never
miles.
can tell. Okay.
Depends on what you hit and how you inflate your tires and how conscious you are when you ride.
Cool.
Take your tire once you've checked it. So this is all checked.
Yeah, we checked it. It's
Everything
good.
looks
Put a $1 bill in if you have to.
Put a $1 bill in if you have to. Put a 20 in, it'll be even better.
There you go.
Start getting used to putting your valve centered on your label.
Is there a reason for that, or just as?
It gives you a reference.
Okay.
So that if you see a cut or if you see something puncturing,
You know where it's gonna be
you
on.
kind
Okay,
of have an
that's
idea
smart.
of where it is.
Easier to find a thing to patch and.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then these are kind of funky. These might have a little direction. Yeah. So see here, this one says drive.
Okay.
Going that way.
Oh, I see.
So that's how that tire wants to go forward that way.
Okay. So since this is on the right side,
Yeah.
that would be going that way. Okay.
Boom.
Okay.
Drive.
Cool.
And then put the valve in the hole.
Valve first. Okay.
Valve in the hole. And then one side at a time, working from the valve and finishing opposite the valve. So boom, 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 boom. And I'm not fighting, I'm just letting them kind of fall into place. So now that side's on, that side's off. Come back to the valve, go from the valve.
Now you did this all without a tool then?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
And then see, finish directly opposite the valve. And then
Finish opposite.
kind of just don't try to put the whole tire on in one fell swoop.
Okay.
Put it on just little
Little
films.
half an inch or
Yeah.
quarter inch at a time.
Yeah.
Okay. That went on
So
pretty
now
easy by the
that's
time
all
you.
on there.
Okay.
Put the valve up. Pull it down.
What's the deal with putting it up?
It's because the thickest part of the tube is around the valve where they insert the valve.
So that kind of makes it spread a little bit.
Yeah, it spreads it out.
Yeah.
So once you jam it up in there, it gets it. Make sure it's
Yeah, that
up
makes sense.
inside. Boom, pull it down, and it's gold.
Cool.
Now I'm just watching it. It kind of has a little hop. And so I didn't put a whole bunch of air in it just because I want to see how it's sitting. See this bead right here?
Mm-hmm.
See how it comes further in here?
Okay.
And then it comes back out there. So it's not seated. You see there's a little hop?
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, I can see that.
Boom. So.
Does that mean that the tube's not sitting right?
Tube's not sitting right, so I'm pulling it out.
Okay.
So I think I just got it. More information.
Still a little bit of a bounce, right?
Right there.
So you're looking for where that kind of bounce down is or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so sometimes you have to pull it out, or sometimes you have to push it in.
Okay.
That
looks a lot better, man.
That is. And then check both sides. What's happening is the tube is either outside or all jammed up on the inside of your tire. And as you put more air, it's going to escape, and the tube will blow out here, and then it'll blow out and blow up the rest of your tire.
Yeah, we don't want that. Okay.
There it is, sir.
All right. I'm about to drive and meet some people to sell them my car, hopefully. I know I'm driving, so I feel kind of bad, but oops. But I gotta drive the car to sell the car, so hopefully you all will forgive me. Oh no, that's bad. Why is it not working? It's literally not starting. Ugh, and they're 10 minutes away. Hey, Denton. Hey, you think you can give me a jump? Good? Okay. Feels weird to drive this car.
Every Wednesday night, there's a group called the Crawlers.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of hipsters and stuff that all go around and they all ride fixed gears. And,
is that a Joplin?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Downtown at this little.
Is there a decent turnout for that stuff? Like
yeah.
the Joplin?
Yeah. Sometimes we have like 40 or 50 riders.
I
want it. Yep. I want it.
Cool. All right. All right. So just sold the car. It's literally pulling out of my driveway right now. All right, and now I'm officially without a car. So, hell yeah.
Thanks for being a progressive customer. We do appreciate your business. I understand you wanted to cancel the policy and sold the car.
That is correct.
Do you plan on getting another one anytime soon?
You know what? I'm actually, I'm just gonna use my bike, I think.
Oh, okay. A lot cheaper.
It is, yeah. I already saving money, which is the plan today. So, back behind me, I just came from the credit union that I had my car loan through. Just got it paid off, the lien release, everything's taken care of. It feels great. It's gonna be saving me $230 each month, as well as the insurance, which was about $150 or so. No, it was like $180. Anyway, I'm gonna be saving like about $400 a month now because I don't have that car. So that's a benefit of going car free, and I'm looking forward to that for the next few months.
I sold my car back in 2008 because I was working 2 jobs, and the second job was all to support my car. I had a car payment and insurance payment and I decided I wanted to try biking, so I got a bike and started biking to work and doing everything I needed to do by bike. And pretty soon I wasn't driving anymore, so I just sold my car and quit my second job and started saving a lot of money, first of all, because I wasn't driving anymore. You know, there's a whole like subset of the community that bikes everywhere they need to go, and so it's a lot of fun to meet new people who have the same kinds of interests like cycling and you know, finding new bike paths and trails and different ways to get where I needed to go was a lot of fun. I was expecting drivers to be really rude, and there are some people who may not understand that cyclists have the same rights to use the roadways that motorists do. I know they're doing a lot of work on the bike infrastructure here with the link and everything, and I think Springfield motorists have been surprisingly great.
Motorists are way more friendly than they used to be in my personal experience, just because if they're driving on a route that has a sign that says, you know, bike route, they're aware that they're, you know, driving on a route that they're sharing with cyclists. So if they don't want to be on that route, then they have other options. I think one thing that we have to do is educate cyclists and motorists about how to share the road, and that if cyclists can use these designated on-street routes, it's a lot better. There are wider shoulders, less traffic. Again, the motorists are aware, as opposed to thinking like a car and, you know, riding your bike down Glenstone or something that's not going to be as enjoyable. Of course, in the future, I hope that every road is bike-friendly so that you won't have to stick to certain routes.
You know, they're doing a really good job of putting in bike lanes and, you know, improving the bike infrastructure here. But, so of course, I'd like to see more of that. I'd like to see the link expand and include more streets and, you know, be more accessible to all parts of town. And it's on its way to doing that. But, you know, of course, I want it done next week, not, you know, in the 5-year plan.
Press 1 for more options.
Hey, what's up? Hey, this is Jeremy. I just need to call in, let you know I'm going to be running a little bit late today. I got to the gym and I was ready to change and come over to work, and I realized I forgot my pants, so...
What's up? Dude, my jeans are baller, dude. You should check them out. I'm gonna shower again real quick and I'll be in.
Okay, I made it to work an hour late. Got these super trendy jeans. I'm still burning up. I took another shower, but it didn't matter. So.
July, but it's freaking gorgeous. I've been riding in on like 60 degree, 50 degree mornings, so that's been awesome. I'm making a path back here since they haven't mowed. This is the back way I take to my neighborhood sometimes. It's a little bit longer, like a mile longer, but it's pretty chill. Nice little scenery. Hey, what's up, man?
How you doing?
Good, how you been?
Making it all right?
Doing well, man. Have I told you what I'm doing? Okay. Oh, good, yeah. It's going well, man. Just, oh, really? You come down this way? Oh, that's funny. Good to see you guys. Are you kidding me? I'm doing the same thing I do every day. Put out my arm, signal, cross lanes. I had plenty of space in this car. This white car that's coming up. As soon as she sees that I'm moving over, she speeds up. And I'm like, I'm sorry, it's gonna cost you like 2 seconds on your commute, really? A little bit rainy today. That's what I like. All this junk, I was trying to avoid it. I nearly wiped out on my bike because there's this mud here. I got my the tracks right there. You can see I thickly swerved. That's where I stopped over there. It's like a nice bike path. We do shit everywhere. It's just, you know, trying to get step out of the way for other, at least for the moment, knock it off to the side. But this is ridiculous. Let's see if we can get somebody down here to turn this up. And for now, at least give people a safer path. But man, that's upsetting. So, way to go, people.
Sorry, I'm going to issue the summons on the red light. It was coordinated the 30th of August, 9 o'clock in the morning, municipal court over Benton and Chestnut. Okay.
That's great. This is going to cost me $130. I got a ticket, a more expensive ticket on my bike than I did in a car. That's awesome. My fault, I guess. But unfortunately my camera's being stupid and shut off, so I'm using my phone. I didn't catch it. There's a red light and a cut around the left side of the car that was turning right to go ahead and go through it because it was clear. Yeah, he didn't like that. So, all right. Today, it's Sunday, and I'm getting ready to go to my parents' house. It's a 24-minute drive from my house, 19 miles. I started carrying my U-lock outside of my my bag, just for self-defense. Just because like I've had people cutting me off. A guy got shot recently here in Springfield, in the leg. So just stuff, you know, I don't know. This thing called the Greenway Trail. It's a pretty good trail to hop on. So I'm gonna hit that to cut across the city today. So I guess I took the wrong way. I've never tried to use this trail to get down to where I'm going. I'm at the point on Battlefield where the bike lanes stop. This is really a great trail. It comes out the nature center. You can hit Ozark with it. It's pretty great. It goes through town. Gotta give props to Springfield for this. Ozark. They're just outside of highway time, baby. Woo! The Great Wide Open. So it looks like they just repaved this bad boy. Smooth sailing. I love it. Woo! Oh, my elbow. That hurts. Okay, so I'm pulling in to my folks' place in Ozark. It took me an hour and 32 minutes. The web-based map told me it'd take me an hour 40. This is real life, B. Not the internet. It's really nice. They brought a street sweeper through here. There used to be a ton of glass and stuff all through here. It took about a month and a half, but it's good to see it got done. Alright, those guys who are dumping trash, I think I just found them. Shit. That's them right there. I got you! Got you on camera, suckers! I'm acting like I'm calling the cops, but I'm not. I didn't see that plate. Hopefully I got it on camera. There's been like a lot of dumping going on this trail. And I think I caught these guys just about to do it. I should have let them do it, so I had it all on camera. But I wasn't thinking. I'm just frustrated to see him here again. More junk here though, I'll tell you that. This is more than there was the other day. It's just frustrating.
Greene County has more than 350 low water crossings, and so with the increase in population, the more driveways and roofs and houses and stuff that you build means the more water runoff you're going to have. And the engineers are well aware of this problem, but it's just one of those things where the same rules for flooding apply to cyclists as they do for any other, pedestrian or car, and that is never enter rapidly flowing water.
I got a problem. Probably not smart. Probably shouldn't.
6 inches of rapidly moving water can knock you off your feet. The same's true for a bike. Once you lose control, you're at the mercy of the water. And, that can become a very deadly situation very quickly. So, never, the thing is that flooding deaths are 100% preventable. Just never go into the water.
Look at that. This is kind of a bad idea, guys, just FYI. Don't recommend anyone do this. Man, I don't know. This current just picked up. I think we can do it. This is kind of what I'm worried about up here. Man, this current's kind of heavy. But I'm in it, so we're going back now. It's crazy because I can feel it whenever it grabs even the base of my wheel. That's where the actual creek is. If I get swept over there, I'm screwed. I can feel it heavier. The road is right ahead. All right. Whew. Full disclaimer. Don't do that. But I did, and thankfully I made it. See if any cars can do that. I had to clean out during my lunch break. I took off the wheel and cleaned off all this. There was all these little pieces of grass and crud. And it was totally worth it though. Get the motorcycle wave. Nobody just gives those out, dude. Oh, dude, look at those clouds. Yeah. A little rain. Starting to rain, so we're gonna take refuge in a coffee shop. Perfect. I gotta get to that point. I'm kind of to that point now where it's starting to be a little more fun to do this kind of stuff, you know? Instead of just like, oh, I have to do this, you know? Like, it's good to... Yeah, yeah. I just, you know, I'm always outside. It's kind of nice. I'm enjoying that. I love when it's so green like this, man. Yeah. Dark skies, green grass. It's my favorite. Thanks. Let's go. Later, dude. Thank you. Ah, freaking. I feel like I'm getting carpal tunnel or something. I don't know what it is, but my handlebars are not working. I told Ashley at the shop, and he's all about helping me get the right situation going on. So I'm gonna go back up there this weekend on Saturday just to try and sort it out.
And I don't know if it's like I don't know if it's a seat height issue or if it's like the handlebar issue. Like if I feel like I'm leaning onto it a lot, and even when I'm trying not to, and I'm trying to put my elbows out,
yeah,
it's still just hurting me, man.
What is that? That's a 6. We're gonna.
So what are we thinking?
I'm gonna fix you. I'm gonna fix you.
Man, I would tell you what, dude. That'd be a miracle, cause
you're gonna be a new dude.
You mentioned that I might have some trouble with it, cause I was a little worried about looks more than yeah.
You remember that?
I remember that. Yeah. So I regret that. All right. So I guess we're gonna look at possibly replacing this guy here. Oh, dude. That looks awesome. Like, dude,
I had the original. They're like cool with that. Did you bring me any coffee this morning?
Which one?
I didn't.
Thanks.
I did interview like David Hutchinson, who does the bike routes here, you know, a couple other people.
I sure do a lot of stuff for downtown Springfield. It's been pretty much stopped at, I don't know.
Kind of probably
campus.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I mean, really.
No, it's true, and that's what
it's all done there, and that's cool. But it's really not that cool because there's a lot more people that live back here.
What do you think, like, for this side of town? Like, what do you think are some things that they need to do? Like, I mean, because obviously National's like a pretty tight road. Like,
yeah.
Campbell's a pretty tight road.
Well, they've done major construction to it for 10 years now, and they haven't done anything for pedestrian traffic. Yeah. Barely sidewalks, so that's just got to be in planning. It's politics, obviously, because it's stupid not to have access. I'm kind of bitter about it, and until they show that they can actually do something for South Springfield, it's kind of sad. It's pitiful.
Were you like trying to like work with them for a while?
Oh yeah. They didn't want anything to do with it. We should all be linked.
They've got the link though.
Yeah, or I think it's just they've got the power to say no, and they like to say no to the wrong stuff.
Yeah.
Here you go, kid.
Dude, that just looks like.
Yeah, we should have done this the first time.
It looks like a whole new. Dude, it's been like, because I was like, man, these new handlebars are so awesome, but I'm in so much pain. Because at first, like, couple of days, I didn't notice it because I was just like, it's such a difference.
Should listen.
You should always listen to your bike at the shop. Yeah. Shotgun is best.
Next time I need a cameraman, I'll call an electrician.
Touche.
This is a 30-degree angle, which is gonna lift you up, tilt you up.
Is it gonna help my back too, you think?
Absolutely. Can you already tell?
I'm like, yeah, it's like just having it here and not having to like do this already is already like making a complete difference. Can we take it outside real quick?
Sure.
And see what it's like? Dude, this just changed everything.
9 day.
Wow. Yeah. Dude, this made all the difference, man. It's just like that last one was just angled like almost just barely above straight. You know?
Yeah.
So this is like, dude.
So 10 degree, and 30 degree. That's about 2.5 centimeters higher, probably, which is a truckload on positioning.
I'm gonna feel so much better like this month, you know. Like, July was the month of pain, but
August is going to be my month.
The center of the handlebar was here. We just increased the angle here and brought that up quite a bit higher. We didn't lose too much actual cockpit, which is distance to saddle to handlebar, but by elevating it a couple centimeters from where it was is going to bring you more upright. It's going to allow you to support yourself easier in good cycling
And focus
posture.
more on keeping that back straight.
Straight and along.
Yeah, cool.
And that's the key. And then it's also gonna, whenever obviously there was an issue there because of the discomfort, that discomfort's gonna transfer to having too much weight up there. That's weight that energy's wasted when it should be going to pedal the bicycle.
Yeah.
So you should have more legs.
Oh, nice. Dude, that's great. Okay, awesome. Fantastic. Well, appreciate it, man. This is going to be sweet. I can't wait to get back on this.
Okay.
Feel good.
It's like I'm freaking floating on air right now. I can't even explain. It's like I got a whole new bike right now. You're not riding right now in Springfield, man. You're missing out. The weather's been killing this summer.
Like everything about it. It's direct drive. So whenever you kick the one side, if you pedal too hard, it'll actually push the wheel sideways. You have to kind of compensate with your arms.
So we're going to attempt the penny farthing for the first time. A little nervous about it, to be honest. I think I'll let you go first, man. Is that cool?
It's all you. Both hands on your bars. Yeah. Get your foot up. Get centered behind it. Push yourself along, and then just stand on the head for a short start.
There you go, man. Woo.
Maybe next time. No. What do I do? Okay. Shit, dude. Can you help me out?
Couple rounds. I think I feel pretty. What do you feel about the penny farthings, man?
They're great. Everything's backwards and the same all at the same time. So it's the biggest rush you can have going 2 miles an hour.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is kind of fun. I mean, it's really fun. It's just the nerves are slowly going away. Oh shit! Yeah. Okay. Good. I just freaked out. So I started about to the back or to the side. And I was like, no, I gotta come. Yeah, this is nice, man. It's nice to break up, like you're saying. I'm commuting every day, and it's that can be fun, but also it kind of gets to where it's not as fun. Where this is just fun. Yeah, it's been great, man. Thanks for the lesson. It's just cool to think bike is that old. Gonna ride over to Cycles Unlimited. They're doing a party over there. Yeah, I told them I'd meet them over a quarter to 5 at MSU. Otherwise, I'd be down to ride on it.
Yo. Yeah, I just got a flat tire. I have a patch kit, I just don't have a pump. I'm gonna try and thumb a ride downtown and I'll be right there. Here's the status. I've got a flat tire. It is what it is, and my GoPro batteries are dead. My phone is dead. I told one friend that I was on this road, so I'm gonna stay on this road. I'm probably 7 or 8 miles from home, 3 or 4 from downtown. I'm trying to catch a ride, but no one seems too interested. So I just got to this little bus stop and was gonna take a bus, but it looks like there's not a lot of options at nighttime. And I've never done this before, so, and I also don't have cash. So this is probably not gonna work.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, sweet. Well, you want to see what happened
There it goes. Yeah, you know the funny thing, I had a pump in my bag today, but I left it at a friend's house. Yeah.
Got a water bottle from that race thing.
Oh, good for you, man. So you ranked? Or just
Yeah,
for
it was like 6th or 7th or something.
Okay, nice.
Or maybe a little more than that, I don't know. Nice. Drew got 2nd.
Oh,
Chris got 3rd. There's 2 holes right there.
Okay. Oh, there's 2? It's my own fault. I think I should have put more air in there.
Just boom. No, it's good.
Okay, sweet.
So,
Wow, dude.
that's it.
Man, I'm so glad you guys came down this way. Well, I think you will definitely make a bigger feature in the documentary.
No one judges my technique when tuning a tire.
No one judges technique. All right.
It is what it is.
I'm gonna use some beer, dude.
Yes.
When do you plan on completing your documentary and getting everything?
Well, I'm shooting through the end of October.
You think my handcuffs, you can't get it too crazy.
No, that's good enough for me. That's gonna get me where I need to be. So, dude, listen, thank you. You're a good man. You're both good men. But, okay, give me like 2 seconds. Sure. I'll be right back. Dude, I got a flat last night. I was walking for like.
Oh, no. After you left here?
Yeah. It was like I was cutting through the mall and hit a grate and got a flat. Dude.
So that was low pressure. You got to air it up before you get going.
Yeah, exactly.
You know better.
I know better. That's the problem. But I didn't have a pump, so I was kind of screwed. I know.
Is it small enough for you?
Yeah.
These are really cool. So here's what you have. This is Preston.
Okay.
This is Schrader. So depending on how you roll, this will roll.
Here's the glass one.
Thanks for coming.
Of course, my friends had fun time.
Oh, good. Yeah, what nice dudes. That was great.
Yeah, they're all good.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Okay, this will save my life next time.
Okay, you know how it works?
Yeah,
Understand?
yeah. No, yeah, it's just connect it like you did, and then, okay, yeah.
Goes
Sweet.
on the other side. This
Dude.
is just the stash side.
Okay, awesome. You're a lifesaver, man. Sweet.
Enjoy.
This is what they did about all the trespassing. I'm gonna do some mountain biking with the coworkers, so hopefully I don't impale myself on a tree. Attic, tell us a little bit about what we're gonna be facing on the trail today.
Well, I'm guessing some hills, some rocks, some tree stumps, some tight corners, tight single tracks, some ramps.
We're going to a new place called Two Rivers, I think.
Yes.
This is pretty baller. I'm heading to court because I have to pay for my red light.
All right, so just got out of court. Had a great time, obviously. This court's awesome. I didn't end up pleading. I'm gonna meet with the prosecutor and see about getting it off my record. So I'm not guilty. Okay, so it is the 2nd of September. That makes 4 months of riding so far, which is great. I didn't know that I could make it this far. This is nice. Unfortunately, I've come under the weather. I've got a cold, which has made me not want to do anything. Riding my bike someplace just sounds terrible right now, so.
Oh man, it's not easy when I'm sick.
So it really sucks to like, it's part of the fun. So literally I just woke up and it's like, I took a shower really fast. It was 7:42. I'm finally asking my roommate for a ride to work, so I can't be late.
You know what song I have stuck in my head all morning? That You're Gonna Miss Me When I'm Gone song. The Cups one. You know what I'm talking about?
I think I know the song, but what? Was it from some movie or something?
Mm-hmm.
No. There's like a wreck up there. I could have been coming through here, like, if this was like not that long ago. This is my route over there.
Yeah. Oh my
Oh wow. Oh no.
So I'm heading home early from work because I feel like shit. I've had this cough for like 3 weeks. I'm just tired. I just got a lot on my mind. It's like I can't tell if I'm depressed or just sick. I think it's both. So I'm going to the doctor tomorrow, but just like today, I can't even focus. I have no energy.
Okay, so it's like 1 o'clock on a Friday. I missed work again because I'm sick, and I gotta go to the doctor. Made it to the doctor's office. The RC pissed up my bike. Hey man, how are you? Dude, I'm moving to New York, that's what's up. Yeah, dude, I can't even wait, dude. I'm so stoked. I already turned in my notice at work and everything, and the ball's in motion, man. So, are you able to, like, if I ship my bike up to that address, is that gonna be cool? Like at the start of November, like FedEx it up or something? Okay, cool. Because that's gonna be like my main transport. I'll just send it to that address you gave me last month or whatever. So. weeks left. It's the 14th today of October, and I'm almost to the end. So now I'm kind of just looking at getting to New York. I'd be in trouble if I didn't have Danny's bike. It's funny because I can tell when people get a late start, which is nice in a way, because there's not as many cars on the road, but also not as nice because people are probably in a bigger hurry. I checked about like an hour ago, it's 34. So it's kind of getting cold. I've seen a couple of these new bike route symbols painted over here in Boonville and Division, which is cool. Like, I'm glad to see that, you know, we could use more around the city too, but at least they're doing something. I did find a new bike lane over behind Target though the other day, and it's freshly painted, so that's pretty exciting too, kind of toward the south side. It's easy to complain about all the stuff that's not happening, but it's nice to see stuff that is happening, so that's cool. I even saw a sign the other day that said bicycle can take lane, which is awesome. So keep that up. Way to go. We got a ways to go, but way to go so far. All right, so this is the last week of the 6 months. Luckily, it's gonna be kind of a warmer week. Last week was really cold. Kind of a foggy morning this morning. Actually, it's really foggy. Like, I would not feel good without a light on today. It's days like this, I'm gonna take advantage of the space on the side of the road. It's low visibility, you know? Guys, let's just be real, new John Mayer album. It's pretty dope. Alright, so it's a rainy day. I don't have any rain gear. I do have this dollar poncho from Walmart, so. Alright, for the final ride in, I'm gonna listen to Fling. It's like one of my main jams on the bike this last 6 months. The self-titled album, very cool. The weather is sprinkling rain at 63 degrees. 6 months, here we go. Last day of the 6 months right here at the gym. Alright, last ride home from work for 6 months. Kind of rainy, but that's alright. That's close. Sun feels good. I'm listening to Started From the Bottom by Drake. Feeling pretty appropriate right now. Started 6 months ago. Now we're here. Yes! 6 months, baby.
Good or fat? That's the 6 months. Well, I made it. I did it. Oh, feels good. Oh, man. That's 6 months, everybody. Oh, God. Like, 6 months, baby. Woo! Oh, my word. Hey, if I can do this, you can do this. And it's not even about the biking, you know? It's about just achieving your goals. And I'm fucking moving to New York, you know, in a week. Because I did it. You know, I had people help me and support me. And I appreciate them so much. But man, it takes hard work to achieve something you want. You gotta be willing to bike for 6 months. Or do whatever you have to do. It's different for everybody, but man, I can't believe I made it. Alright, so I picked up a box from the bike shop and packing it up, getting ready to ship it up to New York. It's been kind of a pain in the butt, but I think I got it figured out, so. Good to go. Alright, so pulling up to the airport. Roommates are giving me one last ride, heading up to New York. Well, guys, I'm gonna miss you.
Me too.
Yeah. All three of us sounded really like we didn't even mean it.
Sarcastic.
But I mean it. No, I really mean it.
It's like that, 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 it's like that.
That's what it's all about. You got a goal, you gotta go for it. You don't know how it's gonna work out, but if you don't give it your all, then you'll never know. So do it.